What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Sunday evening. Right now, I've got 2024-25 Bowman Chrome University basketball 4-box number 2 random teams. I'm going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. Keith having a hard time tagging. If you go by something else on Facebook, let me know and I'll get that tag added for you. Eric having a hard time tagging. If you go by something else on Facebook, let me know and I'll get that tag added for you. All right, there we go. Got all the tags added there. Go ahead and give everybody just a couple of seconds to see those tags and hop on in here. I'm going to grab a 2-lane real quick. All right, now that we got those tags in there, everybody hopped on in here. We're going to go ahead and hop over to our browser and get the names and teams random. We got 37 entries here. Michael Palat on top. Keith Warren on the bottom. I'm going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 6, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Michael on top. Michael on the bottom. Go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens here. Then we've got the teams here, same 37 entries. Alabama on top, Vanderbilt on the bottom. Once again, going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got an 11, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Louisville and Memphis on top. Georgia on the bottom. Go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens. Get that trade timer started for you. 5 minutes on the trade timer starting now. While that trade timer's ticking, go ahead and get the verification codes copied and pasted into our chat. All right, verification codes have been pasted with just about 4.5 minutes left on the trade timer. Plenty of time if anybody does want to swap teams. All right, just about 3 minutes left on the trade timer. Almost to our halfway point here. All right, we are now past our halfway point. Just about 2 minutes left on the trade timer, a little bit over there. Still a little bit of time if anybody is interested in swapping teams. All right, just about a minute and a half left on the trade timer. All right, just about 60 seconds left on the trade timer here. Last 30 seconds on the trade timer. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, seeing no trades, those are going to be everybody's teams. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Looking for 2 autos per box. Empty box there. Got a nice Ace Bailey there and an Ace Bailey on the first Bowman. We've got a Jaleel Bethea there. 12 out of 150 for Miami. Nice one there for Miami. We've got a Justice Carlton there, 15 out of 299. Still looking for both of our autos out of this first box. Got a nice Cooper flag there. Going over to Duke. Raven Johnson there. Going over to South Carolina. A nice Joyce Edwards on the social studies there. Another Justice Carlton there. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into the second half of box number 1. And we've got a Johnny Brome auto here for Auburn as our first auto of the break. That one going over to Michael. There you go, Michael. Nice auto for you. Congrats on that. And we've got Cam Scott, first Bowman auto as our other auto from box number 1. That one going over to South Carolina. Nice one there for South Carolina. Also going over to Michael. There you go, Michael. Got a couple more packs, and then we hop into box number 2 here. Got a nice Clifford Omori there. That one going to be 79 out of 150, going over to Alabama. All right, last pack of box number 1 here. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into box number 2. Looking for 2 more autos. Hoping for a big one. Empty box there. Nice Dylan Harper there. Nice Sarah Strong first Bowman there. Nice Silas Swords there. Got a Cooper Flag, 233 out of 399. Nice one there for Duke. Still looking for our autos out of box number 2 here. Got a nice Juju Watkins, 16 out of 25 for USC. Go ahead and get that one magged up. How about that one? That one, go over to Michael. There you go, Michael. Juju Watkins out of 25. Congrats on that. Can never go wrong with a low number there. There we go. All right, let me get this basement over. We'll hop into the second half of box number 2. And we've got a big kahuna auto. Really nice one there for Iowa State of Tammin Lipsey. There we go. Congrats on that one. That one going over to Dominic. There you go, Dominic. And we've got our other auto here. Going to be a Robert Wright III for Baylor. Nice one there. That one, once again, going over to Baylor and Jeffrey. There you go, Jeffrey. Got an Audi Crooks here at 199 out of 299. Going over to Iowa State. All right, last pack of box number 2. Then we hop into our second to last box here. And we've got another auto. How about a Miles Kelly, 9 out of 25 for Auburn. Really nice one there for Auburn. Going over to Michael. Go ahead and get that one magged up. There we go. Really nice Miles Kelly auto out of 25. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into box number 3. Empty box there. Here we go. Looking for 2 more autos. Nice Ace Bailey on the flash there. Got a Joyce Edwards there for South Carolina. And we've got another Miles Kelly. 18 out of 75 for Auburn. There you go. Really nice one there for Auburn. Look this one up real quick. Nice one there again for Auburn. Start that rainbow. And we've got a Cam Scott here, 14 out of 75. Going over to South Carolina. Going over to Michael. There you go, Michael. Prince there. Got a Carter Knox there. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into the second half of box number 3. And we've got a final exam auto here of Keyshawn Gilbert. Nice one there for Iowa State. There we go. Now I'm going over to Dominic. There you go, Dominic. Another auto coming your way. Congrats on that. Got a nice Jaden Nunn there. 185 out of 299 for Baylor. All right, 2 packs left, and we hop into our last box here. All right, let me get this base moved out of the way. We'll hop into our last box here. Looking for 2 more autos. Good luck, everybody. Empty box there. Nice Dame Sar there. Got a nice auto there of Carter Knox on the eye test auto. Nice one there going over to Arkansas. There we go. Nice one there for Arkansas. Going over to Michael. There you go, Michael. Got a Scotty Middleton there for Seton Hall. That one going to be 292 out of 399. Go ahead and crack open some more top loaders here. We got a Solomon Ball 3 out of 99 there for UConn. Got a Ahmad Noel there. All right, let me get this base moved over, then we'll hop into the rest of this final box. Got a nice Jeremy Fears auto there. 11 out of 75 for Michigan State. Nice little color match there. There we go. Nice one for Michigan. Going over to Denton. There you go, Denton. Congrats on that one. A couple more packs here, then we hop into our recap. Got another Jaleel Bethea there, 154 out of 299 for Miami. A nice Acropolis Dylan Harper there. And last pack here. All right, let me get these base moved over, get a couple things situated. We will hop into our recap here. Here we go. We got a Jeremy Fears auto there. 11 out of 75 for Michigan State. Solomon Ball for UConn. 3 out of 99. We've got the Carter Knox auto there for Arkansas. We've got the final exam auto there of Keyshawn Gilbert going over to Iowa State. We got the Cam Scott for South Carolina. 14 out of 75. Miles Kelly for Auburn on the auto. 18 out of 75. Robert Wright, the third auto there for Baylor. We got the Tameen Lipsey there for Iowa State on the Big Kahuna auto. We got a Cam Scott auto there for South Carolina. And the Johnny Brome there for Auburn on the auto. Then we've got our two mags here. We got the Miles Kelly 9 out of 25 auto going over to Auburn. And we finish off with the Juju Watkins 16 out of 25 for USC. All right, that's going to do it for this break. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on with me.